Cuck Life. So the movie is about these two Korean people. They used to have a crush on each other as kids, but then the girls had to move to America, so the boy was really sad. They Skyped on and off for like 10 years. After 20 years, they finally get to meet again in person, but now they can't be together because the girl is already married. I mean, it sounds like your typical romantic story, right? I mean, this story actually makes me sad. Not because of the main character's story, but because of the husbands. So Arthur and Nora met in a writer's camp, and then they started dating, which of course makes sense. They're both writers, they like the same books and movies, so they got married and have been happily married for 7 years. That's when the villain of the story is introduced. So this guy, Hae-sung, he's Nora's childhood crush. Like they went on a playdate once, I guess, before she moved. So he just broke up with his girl, right? So he's down bad, like bro needs pussy. Instead of being a normal human being and get on Tinder, he decided to fly all the way across the Atlantic from Korea to New York to meet a woman he has a crush on when he was 12, who he hasn't seen in real life for over 20 years, who he knows has been married for 7 years. Like even his friend tried to call him out on his bullshit. Like he tried to play it off here like, who are you talking about? I don't even know who you're talking about. But nobody was buying it. Then he went to New York and met up with Nora. Like they went on a walk. It was innocent at first. Then Nora asked him, how's your girlfriend? And he was like, that bitch? Pff, gone. Ancient history. I'm all single now. And then things got all flirty after that. A lot of like, I miss you too, blah, blah, blah. And then Nora comes home and she tells Arthur, yep, this guy is here to see me. And personally, if this was me, this would be the end of the movie. I mean, if my wife tells me a guy who has a crush on her when she was 12 is flying 13 hours to see her, then I would tell her to get the fuck away from him because this guy is going to kill you and he's going to stuff you in a suitcase. And she just went on and on about how different this guy is, how he's so masculine and how he makes her feel Korean again. Like, bitch, what the fuck in front of your goddamn husband? She couldn't even control herself anymore. I mean, this whole shenanigan is a mess. But at this point, I'm still trying to keep an open mind. Like, she thought he's still with his girl. She probably thought he happens to be in New York, so he just probably wanna pop in and say hi. Like, plus they have never actually dated, so I gave Arthur a pass here. Now that he know what this guy's intention actually is, he can tell her to not see him anymore, and that would be the end of that. That's not what happened at all. Instead, he say, I'm not gonna say I won't let you see him. He flew all the way here. It is the right thing to do. Like, bro, it is not the right thing to do. It is the opposite of the right thing to do. No excuse for the wife either. She already know this guy is down to fuck, but she still wanna see him. Then the husband asked her if she's attracted to Hae-sung, and she hit him with the, like, maybe, I don't know, I guess low. Like, come on, you could just say no. And we, the audience, learned that this bitch doesn't even love Arthur. I mean, they dated out of convenience because they like the same books and movies, and because Arthur gave her notes on her writing, and then they got married for the green card. Arthur, on the other hand, is a grade A simp. I mean, he learned Korean because Nora speaks Korean in her sleep, and he wants to understand her better. I mean, this man learned a whole different language to understand his wife better while she's unconscious. He started playing Korean card games with Nora's parents. I don't know if you ever hung out with Asian parents, dude, but trust me, this man is putting in the work. He even changed his favorite dish to a Korean dish. I mean, dude literally became a Korea boo for his wife. Then he tells her she makes his life so much larger, and he doesn't know if he makes her feel the same. And he just straight up asks her if she's happy being with him. And she just say, this is where I ended up, so this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, bro, what the fuck? Just say yes. Like, if this were me, I don't care if I'm married with 17 kids, you can take half, I'm out of here. So now we know that she just settled for him, right? She doesn't actually want to be with him. So the next day she went out with him again. They went on a boat doing some bullshit. And it is clear at this point that this dude is trying to fuck. I mean, he's not even trying to hide it at this point. Like, at one point, she showed him her wedding photo, right? And it's a photo of her and Arthur. And this guy has the audacity to zoom in on her titties and say, God damn, you look younger here. Like, bro, what the fuck? And after that, she brought him home to meet Arthur. I mean, the audacity to be introducing your side and your main like that, this is just crazy. So now the atmosphere is really awkward. After that, the three of them went out to eat and they ended up at a bar. Then Nora and Hae-sung just started talking in Korean, so Arthur is kind of left out. And this man, Hae-sung, in front of the husband, just started running his game. And he says to Nora that being with you today gives me crazy thoughts. Like, I imagine myself being with you. What if you never left? Then we would still be together today, right? Right? JK, but really though. At this point, I was expecting a fight scene. I fully expected Arthur to get up and smack this man in the mouth like they do in anime. But nah, they were speaking in Korean, so Arthur didn't understand a thing. At the end of the night, Arthur is just defeated. Also, they made him pay for the drink as a nail on the coffin. Now Haesung is about to leave to catch a plane to Seoul. So they are saying goodbye and everything, right? And then Nora walked him out to his Uber. And then there was a moment that they were going to kiss for real, but they didn't. Because of course she's married and she's not going to throw all of that away, blah blah blah. And then she walked back to the house, hugged Arthur, and started crying. Bro, if your woman walk a guy to his car, come back crying because she couldn't ride his dick, then she's not your woman anymore, man. Come on. This movie makes me sad, man. I mean, I want to say that Arthur didn't deserve this, but this guy is the king of simp, so I can't really defend him. I mean, if your wife tells you that she's attracted to another man, you don't tell her that she makes your world so much larger, bro. You get a new wife.